The Art and Innovation Center is this incredibly exciting project that is designed for the residents of Weston, their children, associates, neighboring towns to come together and work on this new exploration of making things and discovering things.
So we're hoping to foster a lot of activity in the community, not only artists, technologists, but people who are potentially starting companies.
The Art and Innovation Center is really going to be at the intersection of art and technology. And we're looking to see how we can, in our programming, blend those two ideas.
People have been making stuff for a long time, of course. There's sewing machines, there's pottery, we're all familiar, woodworking. But there's a whole new area of fabrication. Makerspaces is a word often used to describe this type of fabrication, but it's 3D printers, laser cutters, robotics.
The Art and Innovation Center is scheduled to open in the spring of 2019, but the planning committee has been working on the project for the past 2 years. And in order to give the community a sense of what kinds of things we're going to be offering, we've done some sample classes, things we've been able to do without a building.
As a teacher, I know the value of seeing the light bulb go off and watching people discover something new that they become passionate about. And to have this resource in town, blocks from where we live, is one of the most exciting things I've been involved with in years.
Wonderful jewelry making classes and a cooking class where people learn to make their own cheese. We've done bicycle repair clinics, as well as a really popular event that we've done 3 years in a row on the town green, where we have a mural artist come to work with the kids on a community mural. We've also had people out there with GoPro cameras riding around on bikes and skateboards, but there is so much that we have not been able to do without having a building. And the best is yet to come, I promise.
Personally, I'm really excited to see what comes from the Arts and Innovation Center. I'm really looking forward to the building being complete, and I've seen some of the plans, but I'm really excited to go there with my kids, poke around, understand what's happening there, and see what can be made there.
One of the accomplishments of this entire project is bringing back to life our beloved library that's been dormant for 25 years. It has been closed up for that long.
The old library was constructed at the turn of the century. It opened in 1900 and has a lot of really nice architectural features. I think the town very much did not want to lose that building anchoring one corner of the town green.
Through the generosity of the Weston citizens and the beauty of the Community Preservation Act, we have the funds to completely restore the important historic aspects of the building, plus to renovate other areas to bring it up to date, to do things like bring in elevators and heating and cooling.
There's also the reading room, which we want to make into a real cultural hub. It's an opportunity for us to bring small venue theater into Weston and have speaker series and lecture series of all different types.
The stack area and the area below that are going to be two fabulous workspaces for robotics, art making, painting, creation, fabrication, repair, and there's also going to be a home for the Weston Media Center.
We see that a whole range of people are going to take advantage of the programming that we have to offer. I'm sure we'll have some retirees, but also people that want to job retrain, learn new skills.
We want to make sure we're open and attract people from the neighboring communities of Waltham, of Newton, of Natick, of Lincoln, of Framingham. And already that's been the case with the programs we've run. Open Mic Night has been very popular with people from every neighboring community as well.
Robotics is such an exciting field right now. So growing up in Weston, I had access to the tools in my parents' basement, and I did a lot down there, but I can't even imagine what I would have done if I had access to a center like this one. I would have been there every day.
We need to have very high quality trainers and teachers because we want to get people educated on how to use the equipment.
It would be really exciting to have had, teachers and experts who knew what they were talking about, guiding me and helping me with the different projects that I was, trying to take on. Even as a real full-grown adult, I could see myself coming back into town and really being excited to use this equipment.
So the users of the Art and Innovation Center are going to be such a wonderfully diverse group. anyone who wants to learn. It's open. Think of it as an extension of the public library.
Yeah, I mean, you never know where the next big idea is going to come from. It could be from somebody who gets introduced to it at a center like this one.
But of course, we also have the do-it-yourself people around town, people who have either advanced beyond what their hobbies can allow them to do in their own garages.
There could be people stopping in to use the laser cutter or the 3D printer. We could have people stopping in for an evening cooking class, a wine tasting.
We want people to come to us with their ideas, their concepts. For example, the Weston Dads Foundation came to us a couple of months ago about a project working with their annual campfire.
One of the values of organizations like the Dads Foundation, like the Weston Art Innovation Center, is you get to meet people who are not just your neighbors, but people across town that you might not otherwise interact with.
So although we have the building from the town, the Art and Innovation Center is responsible for all of the expenses of running the building, and the goal is for us to be self-sustaining.
The first thing we have to get is furniture and equipment, and those lists have already been developed. We obviously have a lot of very highly specialized equipment that we need for the maker spaces.
We've estimated the cost of just the equipment in the building, somewhere around $100,000. It could be as much as $200,000. And this is for everything from a sewing machine to an easel, to tools, to soldering irons, etc.
We want to get very high level equipment so that people feel that they can come and do professional level work.
We also want to hire the best qualified staff that we can find to teach the classes.
Our starting budget from an operating expense standpoint is somewhere around $300,000 a year, and that will ramp up over time.
So we're looking for first donations to help us set up our processes, our equipment, our needs to get started.
We ultimately want to get to the point where we are self-sustaining.
Income from classes, from rentals, ticket events such as a lecture series or a small concert, improv might happen there. Lots of exciting events.
As well as donations. So that's what we're really looking for now.
I just hope that the community supports it, that they get involved, and I think it's going to be a great thing for Weston.
Rarely do we have an opportunity to really enrich our society with a project like this, where we can make a real educational, cultural center that'll allow for mentoring, exploration, discovery, sharing of ideas. A very exciting time for all of us.
I think we'll look back at this time and say that the town experienced kind of a Renaissance era.
Here's your opportunity. This is a chance for everybody to get involved and to give back.